am Lyrian, an All-in, guardian of kindness and messenger of light. From the stars, I observe the hearts of human children, seeking those who need a little magic to find their way. That's how I discovered Alma, a girl whose hair shimmered with the colors of the rainbow but whose smile was beginning to fade under the weight of mockery and loneliness. Her pain resonated within my essence, and her courage, though hidden behind her fears, sparked my curiosity. I knew I couldn't intervene directly, but I could offer her a spark of hope. I descended into the human world as a flash of light at dusk and hid within a special object, a forgotten umbrella stored in her grandfather's attic. This umbrella was no ordinary one. It was a channel for the magic of my kind, a symbol of what Alma had yet to see in herself. From that moment, her story intertwined with mine, and together we would learn that even the grayest days could be filled with color. I'm going to tell you her story, so pay close attention, and I hope you enjoy it. The Rainbow Umbrella, a story against bullying. In a small town, where gray clouds were as common as afternoon games in the park, lived Alma, a girl with vibrant rainbow-colored hair that seemed to have been painted by the rainbow itself. Although her hair was unique and beautiful, at times, it felt like a burden. The kids at school laughed at her, calling her Rainbow Head or the crazy-colored girl. However, Alma never lost hope. She kept a secret, a magical umbrella she had found in her grandfather's attic. It was an old umbrella, but when opened, the brightest colors she had ever seen unfolded, creating a bubble of warm and protective light around her. Chapter 1: Alma's Gray Days. Each day at school was a challenge for Alma. The older kids, led by a boy named Hugo, made cruel comments. "Watch out, the rainbow is going to explode," they would say, bursting into laughter. Alma tried to ignore them, but their words hurt more than any storm. One day, while she waited alone under a tree, Luca, a curious and kind boy, approached her. "Why do you always hide here?" he asked. Alma told him about Hugo's comments and his gang, but also showed him the magical umbrella. When she opened it, a soft rainbow enveloped them both, filling them with unexpected joy. Luca laughed and said, "If they bother you, I'll be here with you. Your umbrella is amazing. Maybe we can use it to teach them something important." Chapter 2: The First Step Toward Change. The next day, Luca convinced Alma to face the others. During recess, the two approached Hugo's group with the umbrella in hand. Alma opened it, and the burst of colors left everyone speechless. "Wow! Where did you get that?" one of the kids asked. "It's a magical umbrella," Alma replied firmly. "And it reminds me that there's nothing wrong with being different." Hugo, trying to ridicule her, said, "And what's so special about it? It's just a dumb umbrella." But then something unexpected happened. Luca spoke up. "It's not just an umbrella. It represents who Alma is, someone who brightens even the grayest days. If you can't see that, maybe the problem isn't her." Chapter 3: Discovering the Power of Friendship. With Luca's support, other children started approaching Alma. Among them was Max, a reserved boy who used to follow Hugo out of fear of being excluded. "Can I see the umbrella?" he asked timidly. Alma smiled at him and invited him to join them. When Max held the umbrella, he felt a warmth he had never experienced before. "Why did you follow Hugo if you knew what he was doing was wrong?" Alma asked. Max sighed. "I didn't want to be the next one they picked on." Alma understood his fear. "It's okay to be afraid, but together, we can face it," she said. That day, Max decided to join Alma and Luca. They formed a small group that supported each other and, over time, began to attract other children also looking for a safe and bully-free space. The magical umbrella became a symbol of unity and strength, as well as a tool to spread a bigger message. Chapter 4: Hugo's Challenge. Although many kids started changing their attitudes, Hugo wasn't ready to lose his influence at school. He approached Alma and her group during recess and mocked, "So now everyone wants to play hero under the dumb umbrella? Pathetic." Alma looked at him with courage. "We're not playing anything, Hugo. We're learning to respect and support each other. You can be part of this too if you want." Hugo laughed derisively, but for the first time, he felt uncertain. He knew his gang was falling apart and that the umbrella seemed to have an effect on others. "Part of this? And what do I get out of it?" he asked, crossing his arms. Luca, with a calm smile, replied, "You get something more valuable than mocking others, real friends. Maybe you should give it a try." Hugo remained silent, but his gaze carried a mix of defiance and curiosity. "Fine," he finally said. "If that umbrella is so magical, prove it to me. If it changes something in me, then maybe I'll stop bullying." Chapter 5. The Inner Rainbow. That afternoon, Alma, Luca, and the rest of the group invited Hugo to a special place, an open field behind the school where they could talk without interruptions. There, Alma offered him the umbrella. "Try it," she said with a sincere smile. Hugo took it cautiously and opened it. At first, he felt nothing. "Nothing's happening," he said in frustration. But Luca explained, "The umbrella isn't what changes things, Hugo. What matters is how you choose to see the world." Alma added, "Close your eyes and think of something that makes you happy. A moment, a place, or someone you truly care about." Hugo hesitated but closed his eyes. Slowly, the umbrella's colors intensified, wrapping him in a warm glow. Hugo opened his eyes, astonished. For the first time, he felt vulnerable in front of others. "I've always been afraid of being left alone," he admitted softly. Alma placed a hand on his shoulder. "No one is truly alone, Hugo. We can all be part of something bigger if we learn to care for each other." Chapter 6. A New Beginning. Over time, Hugo stopped being the leader of the bullies and began to be part of the group. Although the changes weren't easy at first, the magical umbrella helped break down barriers. The school, once a place filled with fear and cruel laughter, transformed into a kinder and more colorful space. Alma and her umbrella became a symbol for the entire community. Teachers started talking about the importance of empathy, and the children learned to value differences instead of fearing them. One rainy day, Alma opened her umbrella for shelter and noticed something special. The colors were even more vibrant, as if the umbrella reflected the positive change they had achieved together. Luca smiled at her. "See, the rainbow isn't just a reflection of the sun and rain. It's also inside each of us." Alma nodded happily. She knew that the true magic of the umbrella wasn't in the colors but in how it had brought everyone together to create a better world. Epilogue. The legacy of the magical umbrella. Years later, Alma and her friends fondly remembered those days. The umbrella, now hung in a special place at the school, remained a reminder that even on the grayest days, a little color could change everything. And whenever someone felt excluded or insecure, they only had to look at the umbrella and remember that, together, they could always create a new rainbow. The moral of the rainbow umbrella, a story against bullying, is that respect, empathy, and unity have the power to transform conflicts and differences into opportunities for personal and communal growth. Here are several key lessons highlighted. Difference is a strength. Alma, initially rejected for her uniqueness, shows that what makes us unique can also enrich and unite others. Valuing our differences and those of others creates a more inclusive world. The power of empathy. Luca and Alma not only faced the problem but also sought to understand the emotions and reasons behind others' actions, including Hugo's. This approach shows that, instead of responding to hate with more hate, empathy can break down the barriers of rejection. The importance of mutual support. Through friendship and teamwork, the children learned to overcome fear and insecurity together. This support is key to tackling issues like bullying. Change starts within. Hugo, who started as an antagonist, represents the possibility of redemption. His transformation teaches us that it's never too late to reflect on our actions and become better. Unity strengthens. The umbrella symbolizes how, when people support each other, they can overcome adversity and address social problems like bullying. And so concludes the story of the Rainbow Umbrella, a story against bullying. If you enjoyed this adventure full of magic, friendship, and courage, you can find the book on Amazon by copying the title The Rainbow Umbrella, A Story Against Bullying. Not only will you enjoy the complete story, but you'll also have the opportunity to relive Alma's adventure with all its magic. Moreover, it's a perfect gift to share the importance of kindness and unity with children.